Hello everyone, this video is about topic 2, Ecology, subtopic 2.1, Ecosystem concept. The course learning outcome is, at the end of the lesson, students should be able to define ecosystem. So what is an ecosystem? Based on Campbell 11th edition, all the organisms in a given area as well as the abiotic factors with which they interact, including one or more communities and the physical environment around them. There are two major categories of ecosystem, which is terrestrial ecosystem and aquatic ecosystem. For terrestrial ecosystem, we focus more on forest ecosystem, for example, tropical rainforest. While for aquatic ecosystem, we focus on lake ecosystem. There are two important factors for ecosystem stability and sustainability. First is biotic factor. So what is biotic factor? Biotic factor refers to all living things that comprises all species of organisms, including plants, animals, and microorganisms. So all the living things are we consider as biotic factor. Producer and consumer are two components of biotic, and the factors include autotroph, herbivore, omnivore, carnivore, scavenger, detritus, and decomposer. The two components of biotic, first producer and the second one is consumer. So what is the difference between these two components? So for producer, all the plants are considered as producer because the plant is an organism which capable synthesis their own organic compound from inorganic carbon sources. While for consumer, it refers to organisms that obtain their organic compound by feeding other organisms, for example, deer population. The second factor is abiotic factor. Abiotic factor refers to all non-living chemical and physical factors. The components include atmosphere, hydrosphere, and lithosphere. While the factor is temperature, light, water, climate, soil, humidity, and gases. The first component is atmosphere. So atmosphere is the air around us. And the second is hydrosphere. Hydrosphere is the water system where aquatic organisms live. And the third one is lithosphere. Simply, the lithosphere is the solid outer part of the earth. It consists of rock, stone, salt, and sand found on the earth. In an ecosystem, both biotic components and abiotic components must interact with each other for the maintenance of the system. This diagram shows a lake ecosystem. Lake ecosystem shows several different zones such as littoral zone, limnatic zone, profunder zone, also known as aquatic zone, photic zone, and benthic zone. Different types of animals occupy at different zones because different zones have different features, such as the amount of light that can penetrate at each zone and the depth of water at each zone also different. Terrestrial ecosystem, for example, tropical rainforest is one of the terrestrial ecosystem with complex stratification that show different layers of plant, such as, for example, the lowest layer is forest floor and the highest layer is emergent layer. Different types of organisms also can be found at different layers. This is the end for this lesson. See you in the next video. Thank you.